Hello friends! Sometimes we can misunderstand people and their actions and, most importantly, their intentions. Every day as we head out to work or just go about our business, we see thousands of men and women that we don't know. Young and old, rich and poor, and looking at these people around us, it's hard to judge by their looks who of them is a hero and who is a villain. Unfortunately, it's become customary to divide people into those that are successful and those that aren't, judging them only by their appearance or lifestyle. But as our today's story will show, it's not always as simple as it seems at first glance. Sometimes a person living an ordinary life can be more dangerous than, say, a petty thief at the metro station. And that's what I'll tell you about today. A few years back, a security camera from one of the Paris metro stations went viral and quickly gained popularity. Internet users from all over the world discussed the pickpocket who robbed a sleepy man at the station. But after watching the video till the end, everyone unanimously supported the boy. The video was published by the French police and shows what has probably become a usual scene in the city. A young thief is slowly walking around the metro station on a weekend at about 8 p.m. It's hard to tell whether it's something he does often or if it's an isolated case provoked by the victim. The video shows the young man goes towards the sleeping man on one of the benches at the end of the platform. Getting closer, the young thief softly tries to wake the man up to check how sound asleep he is. When the sleeping stranger doesn't wake up, the little guy begins to act. The footage shows how he sits down to the right of his victim and takes something out of his pocket. He then goes on to check the left pocket. A senior officer, Emmanuel Oster, later commented on the video, saying that the man sleeping on the bench was most likely drunk. Just a moment later, the thief gets up and leaves. But that was only the beginning of the story. About 30 seconds after the thief walked up, the man got up and began to walk, swaying towards the edge of the platform. Experts suspect that he could have been sleepwalking. Just a moment later, he fell on the tracks in front of an approaching train. But the most surprising and worrisome was the reaction of the people around. The observers that were on the platform at the time calmly watched what happened and then simply turned away and left. Trying to get out of there as soon as possible, the train, which arrived in a second, had enough time to slow down and stop just a few centimeters from the man. But the experts believe that the driver didn't notice him since he didn't exit the train after stopping. So if it weren't for our hero, the train might have tried to leave the station. But that's exactly when something surprising happened, something no one could have expected. The footage shows that the same thief who robbed this man just a couple minutes ago is running along the platform as fast as he can to try and save the man. He looks under the train and then jumps on the tracks. A moment later, he drags the man up from the tracks, helping to get him to safety, thus saving his life. Unfortunately, there's no information on whether the thief eventually got arrested, but this event became widely discussed on the internet. Because it was so unusual, as the senior officer later commented, this video gave you something to think about. When law-abiding citizens didn't even try to help a person whose life was in danger, while the thief rushed to the rescue and made every effort to save a man that had fallen on the train tracks. Meanwhile, the respectable citizens just stared indifferently. The officer also added, he knows that he's a thief and perhaps it makes him a bad person, but not bad enough to let another man get electrocuted or die under the wheels of a train. It's a philosophical lesson. There's something human in every thief, and every innocent witness can turn out to be worse than a criminal by their inaction and indifference, he explained. So friends, how do you feel about the young thief's actions? Be sure to let us know what you think in the comment section. That's it for today. Rate our video. Until next time.